Welcome back to Read or Not to Read, The Bounty Hunter, chapters 21 through 25.
Hey, we know how to count today.
Hey!
Hey.
Numbers are hard. We're here for reading, okay?
We ain't
I'm
mathematicians or
not really a
nothing.
math guy. I don't know. I didn't count.
Oh, we're about to be unhinged again. Congratulations!
At this point, is it really unhinged or is it just the status quo? It's just what it is.
I'm just statistically always unhinged.
Right. So just don't even put the door up. There's no need for hinges at all. Like it's
Rip
fine.
the door off.
This
Throw
is
it on the
open.
fire. We don't need that.
It's just an open space. Well, it's a safe space.
I was going to say open space. You're just talking about your own home, making an open concept.
I did. They're almost done. They have the backsplash up and the kitchen stuff there.
I don't know if you talked about it on here. You might need to explain if you're going to put this in there.
Well, we're renovating our house, so probably in 2-3 weeks. The house will be done in a couple of weeks, but then I'll have to get furniture and stuff. I talked about it once because I came here with my hair a hot mess and I put it in a
A
hat.
hot mess.
But that was when we were moving in, so that was we started renovating when the podcast started. So
Crazy.
I'm acting
Has
like
it
this
really
has just
been
gone
that
back so
long?
long ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it
Been
has.
that long.
But yeah, we've only read 2 books. Listen, we're only reading 5 chapters at a time,
5 chapters a week.
but it's okay.
And it's killing me.
Killing me slow.
Slowly.
We could up our recording time.
We could.
We could do it like Tuesdays and Fridays or Wednesdays and Fridays or something. I don't know. Something.
We'll see.
Anywho, chapters 21 through 25. I feel like a lot happened and not a lot happened all at the same time.
A lot happened emotionally, but not
Yeah.
physically.
A lot happened internally,
I
but we
love
didn't
it.
make a whole lot of progress walking wise to the
It's been
other
like what,
kingdoms.
2 days I think through
Yeah.
this whole thing.
Yeah. Like not a lot of time, but a lot of brain stuff went on. And a lot of flirting went on.
This is flirting if it's unintentional.
Yes.
Like, oh right, I'm not criminal.
Yep.
I'm not supposed to be.
Yep.
One of the few heroines who at least tries to fight the urge, and I love it.
If you've seen Anastasia, it's that. It's that type of, well, I don't like you anyway. But I kind of do, but I don't. Why did I let them dance? Such a good movie. We should watch that when we're done. Okay, sorry. It's Thursday and not Friday because I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so.
Traitor.
I know.
Traitor to the
Sorry.
cause. She's lucky I don't have a life outside of just hanging out at
Well,
home
we
after
can
work.
talk about it sooner.
That's true. But then if I have to wait till next Friday,
I
then
know. We can up our recording schedule. It'll be fine.
until we get to a book, we're like, nah.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Chapter 21 starts with
Icar.
Icar.
Icar. I can't curl my tongue. I wish I could.
Icar.
There you go.
Icar is still throwing a hissy fit because he has handcuffs on.
Yeah, essentially. So he's like, I don't know if she's really gonna make it out of here. Then, ta-da! We magically make it out of the canyon. And he's like, I guess she can survive. Ugh,
Oh, fine.
fine.
Yeah, so they've been kind of walking through this like cavernous maze thing, and they're just kind of weaving. They went through the desert, and now they're in kind of a what they call it a cavern, but it's like a maze of caverns, and they have to find their way through and get to the other side. I'm picturing the Narrows in Utah. That's what I'm picturing. Maybe like the canyons at Paladero. Paladero. That was fun. We went camping there. It's
That was
great.
camping. That was fun.
That's what I'm picturing in my brain. So they get out of that. Old girl still can't read a map, which cracks me up. That part was hilarious. So she kind of asks him for help, and she's like holding out the map so he can read it. And he goes, it's upside down. And he goes, yeah, we're right here. Let's go that way. And she's like, good. That's what I thought too. Just double checking.
I feel like we're skipping a little bit. Hold on.
I think we are, but that part was so funny.
That part was really funny. So we make camp for a second, which I feel like is a relatively important conversation.
Yeah, so they've been traveling for like 2 days and they've only stopped once to sleep. And when they fought the Merc.
Which don't really count. That's not stopping. That's being
Yeah.
like hindered.
That's true.
So So she's like, I'm going to stop here after she finally finds her way out of everything because she's been leading because she's very stubborn and determined. Love it.
She's been leading. She's not real. Oh, they find Rupee.
Well, Ruby finds them.
Rupee
Yeah.
finds them. Yeah.
But yeah, so they're making camp. Ruby kind of flutters in. So mad at this man.
Why?
I'm so mad at him because he seems like such a detail-oriented person. I might probably need to go into this a little bit later. And he's like, "Oh, that bird looks familiar. I can't quite place it though." I started like looking back. I'm like, Jeff, told you about this freaking bird.
Did he?
Yes,
Okay.
I went back and fact checked.
Okay. Did he show him a
Told him.
picture though?
I don't know how accurate the picture was,
I don't know. Yeah.
but it talked about little fluffy white bird for innocence.
Fluffy. Oh, and it gives detail, and it cracked me up because I was at work and I was looking at my ruler. It said the bird's 2 inches big, so it's just like little. It's a little ping pong ball that sits on her shoulder.
Yeah, 2 inches big with a 2-inch tail.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So cute.
and he's like describing it. He's just like, yeah, it looks like it's glaring at me, but like it's so cute. It
Oh, the
doesn't
bird is
matter.
definitely intelligent and can understand everything that's going on. Because he says it's like the bird's looking at the map and being like, "Yeah, you're going the right way. I can't go that way."
She does notice that, yeah. So we're dealing with that. Go saying he's just talking about the bird. And he tries to make it into a conversation like, "Is this your pet? Why don't if you're a bounty hunter, let me use this as an opening. If you're a bounty hunter, why don't you have a more dangerous pet to protect you?"
Well, yeah. Well, that. Why wouldn't you have a better pet to protect you? But it's like you're kind of useless. Shouldn't you have some protection? And that's how he kind of he's trying. He thinks she's an originator, but he's still trying to piece it together. Like some of the stuff that she's done doesn't make sense, and so he's trying to be like,
I
"What
want
are
to
you?"
recap because there's a lot in like one chapter where Jeff describes a lot of this.
Hmm.
We talk about how a lot of them appear as originators. Some of them have hunter skills.
Hmm.
The magic is a different color, which I don't think she's given him enough chance other than whenever he's hallucinating to see it
Right.
yet. Um, Little fluffy light birds. Like,
It's
dude,
coming together. He's working on it. All the puzzle pieces are going to connect eventually.
I'm going to blame it on the trauma of him losing his friends. That's the only benefit the doubt he's getting right now. Because he's had enough to
Okay.
get this together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, and then from there, speaking of our hunter traits, which apparently they go into a little bit more. There is a portion of hunters that are called animal whisperers, which is very interesting. I do like that.
Yeah, so the animals are following him around. He's like, "Why is the squirrel just following us through the woods?" And she's like, I don't know, friendly squirrel." And then it's so sad
I would be dying.
because one of the bunnies that's been following them, they shoot it and eat it for dinner.
Several of the animals that follow them get shot. This is their main source of hunting is these sweet little animals that just want to
Oh.
love on her. And
I mean, you gotta eat, I understand, but can it just be an animal in the forest, not ones that are specifically following her around? Because she's a little Snow White walk. It's like, oh, bang. Like, that's so sad.
it's so sad. I feel so bad for her.
Mm.
But she can't say anything.
No, she can't say anything.
Can't say anything. No, I want to starve. There's no reason why I want to starve. I just want to starve instead, okay?
Don't kill the fluffy bunnies that cuddle up to me at night.
Yeah, so we're talking about that. And he's like getting suspicious like a friendly squirrel. Okay, I guess. I've seen weirder things, I guess. Maybe that's it. He's just been so flabbergasted around the world that he just doesn't think about all of the details that Jeff has given him.
Yeah.
We are not listening to our friendly magical
He,
wizard.
he kind of can't see the forest for the trees right now. Like he's like, well, there's no way that it's you, but why not?
I think he's expecting like some magical, mystical,
He's
beautiful being.
yeah, he's definitely thinking, I don't like your attitude, so therefore you can't be a tulip because there's supposed to be more decorum and more pomp and circumstance with the tulips, and she's just like dressed like a boy and haggard and sassy as all get out and so stubborn.
So stubborn. No useful skills as far as he can tell.
Yeah, none at all.
other
I
than
mean,
being
she
an
does, but she
originator.
can't show the skills.
That is true. But yeah, and one thing I love about this, because are we there yet? We're not there yet. But anyways, so he uses like, oh yeah, shouldn't you have a bigger animal for protection? And she goes into how she's not. She kind of gives away that she's not. She's not usually the hunter. She
Yeah.
works with hunters, and they protect her. So
Hmm.
why should she know how to protect herself? I guess it's stupid now.
And he goes, "Oh, so you're a rule breaker."
You're a rule breaker, and that hurts her feelings.
She's like, "No, I'm not."
Understandably.
Well, yeah, I am. But okay, but I don't want to talk about it because if you're right, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we chat for a little bit. He asks her about what other contracts that she takes. And she, tells him the normal healers, hunters, sometimes potion makers. He's like, because he's been engaged, well, essentially engaged to Originator for a long time. He knows how they work.
Yeah, well, and he's known her for even long. Like he's known Nadia since they were kids.
Yeah, like he knows how Originators hang out.
Yeah,
And he straight up goes like, "What do you mean? You don't work with other Originators?
yeah.
Why not?"
And then she goes off on a whole political rant about how the world sucks. Get off your high horse.
Little does she know, she's literally going there going, "You suck!
You suck.
You particularly suck
Specifically, you suck.
more than anyone else on the planet." I don't know if this is Earth. I don't
Well, it
think this is
has three
Earth.
suns, so no.
It's not Earth.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. I almost said planet Earth, and I had to stop myself.
we're just on the planet.
On the planet.
On the planet.
You're the most terrible being on the planet. You're selfish, and you just keep everything and take it from the poor and let us be disrespected.
Hmm.
And then he's stupid enough to be like, "Oh, what about military jobs?" I hate all of you. I hate all of you. You look down on me because I'm poor, even though I'm powerful, so I can't even get a gig anyways. But why would I? Whenever y'all are suck.
Yeah, she's basically saying, look, the rich people have cornered the market on anything useful that I could do. Even though I am more powerful, they've cornered the market because of the class system going on in this place. And she's like, I ain't working for you people. You don't want me.
Yeah, and then she turns it around for a second, being like, "Well, you're a mercenary. Why do you want me to be around all these kings and stuff?" He's like, I don't know."
Yeah, so the reason she feels so comfortable talking, like bashing the king, is because she's still under the assumption that he is a criminal and a mercenary. And she's like, well, normally they don't like the king either because that's usually who they steal from is, the upper class in the kingdom. And so she's like, why are you defending the king so ardently? Like, you're a criminal, dude. You don't like him either. He goes, oh, yeah, that's, yep.
Which, granted, he's told her many times he's not a criminal.
That's true. He has said that many times. And up until this point, he has not outright lied about anything.
Mm-mm.
He's definitely omitted the truth, but he hasn't lied about anything.
But yeah, so I will give him benefit of the doubt on this one. He straight up went, "Now that she's brought this up, I probably should address that. It's
Yeah.
gonna take a while."
He's taking notes on what to do for the kingdom when he gets back.
Yeah, which is great. We love a man
Yeah.
that can self-reflect and pay
Constructive
attention.
criticism.
Takes constructive criticism. You know how few men will take criticism at all?
Well, and I
Much less a king, the high king?
it's not like he's had a lot of time to tell the people to get along when he's literally trying to save everybody from dying.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of
I'm
one of the
just
lower concerns at the moment, as opposed to everybody being eaten by gloam.
so I would like to point out that most men in his predicament would gone like, "No, I'm not messing this up. I'm not the problem. Da 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 da
Why don't the
da
people
da
just
da
get
da da
along?
da. Why don't you do something about it if you're so powerful?" No, he didn't do that. He self-reflected and went, "Huh,
Well, I don't think he knows.
yeah."
He didn't know how bad it was,
He didn't know how bad it was, which is
but now he knows, and he's gonna fix it.
yeah. So we have that. Still trying to convince her we're not a criminal.
It's not
Still
going well.
convinced. Not going well. And then we go to Vera. I don't remember.
Vera's whole chapter is he's sexy, but he's bad. But he's sexy, but he's bad. But I kind of like him, but he's bad. But he's not that bad, but he's bad. That's her whole chapter.
It's great. And she's getting this is a chapter where the little map scene happens where she's like,
Yeah.
"Look at this. Where are we? I knew that." And then simultaneously she's getting upset because the little bird likes him.
The little
And
Ruby
she's
likes him.
like she's
She's so bad. She's to the point of concern that the bird's eating rotten berries or something. It's like a little loopy. Because she's like, he's a criminal. You're not supposed to
Loopy
like him.
Roopy.
And the bird's just still down his neck, riding around like, I like him.
Yeah, she's, like, straight up jealous, and then to the point where she's like, "No, no, no, there has to be
Are
something wrong
you
with this
okay?
bird. You come sit with me now. Stop eating funny things. Bad, bad birdie."
And then she asks about his pet. And he says it's a hawk and a wolf. And she's like, ugh, of course. Murderer animals.
Oh, hold
Because
on.
you're a
Maybe that
scary
isn't in this
guy.
chapter. Hold on, we skipped some stuff. My bad. Okay, so she's sitting there thinking, "Why did I share this much? What the heck? Why am I so comfortable with this guy?" And then she starts going to bed, and here's where he's kind of revealing some of his self by accident because th- hold on, they're having like little glares over the fire. Hold on. A lot of this is what she described. I don't feel like it really needs more wording than that.
I'm telling you, the whole chapter is he's bad,
He starts
but
digging
he's
through
bad.
notice that
But
he's tidy, but then a bottle rolls out.
okay, was that bottle actual healing potion or was it the glamour stuff?
It was actual healing, but I don't think he took another glamour with him. He left it behind.
No, he had to take it with
Did he?
him. The whole reason they made two is so he'd have enough.
Well, in that case, so whenever we'll get to that in a minute because we're going to reveal too much here in a second.
Yeah.
I think it was a natural healing potion.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was a healing potion.
Well, yeah, because otherwise he wouldn't believe her. It had to be real. Okay. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. So, yeah, too far.
Sorry.
And she's just like, this guy has enough money to waste on healing, which we've discussed. These are really hard to come by, really expensive, and like they expire immediately within a week.
Once they leave the Fey realm, they lose a lot of their potency, and then very quickly after that, all the magic that was in it just kind of leaks out.
Hmm.
So they don't last very long. So she makes a point of saying people don't buy these unless they're going to use them right then. People don't just wander around with these things. So she's looking back at his enchanted sword and this potion he has, and she's like, "This guy's loaded." Like flippantly throwing away money loaded.
Yeah, so that's that. I just wanted to, I feel like that's going to be important to her figuring out what's happening here in a minute. So we leave the Black Deserts, go into the trees, which is what you're talking about.
Mhm.
Go say we look at the map. Rupee's Rupee's breaking her heart. Um,
A rupee thinks he's cute too.
Ruby thinks he's cute too. And then he tries to convince her again, like, by the way, on top of that, I'll pay you double if you work as an originator for me to go get this magic flower.
Yeah. So he's trying to convince her not to turn him in and just to go work with him. But if she does, if she retracts the bounty that she has on him, that bounty will be put on her because then she's a criminal for not turning in the guy that had a mark on him.
Hmm.
So she's like, "No, I'm not going to prison for you." Like, no, I don't care how cute you are. No,
Don't care how cute, don't care how loaded. No.
no.
Let's see. And they're like talking about the mountains, and he's being so ridiculous about this. And she's like, besides, people don't even come back from there. He's like, no, they just don't talk about it. Dude.
So she kind of is asking it. She's slowly leaning towards, well, maybe he's not that bad. So she asks him, like, what are you doing out here? Like, why are you out here? And he tells her that he's looking for something that's going to save a lot of people and he has to go to the Lucent Mountains. And she goes, no, nobody's going up there. She says it's not that those mountains aren't technically part of the kingdom. It's just, it's ruled by magic. There is no kingdom there. There's no ruler there. It's just magic. And she's like, yeah, nobody comes back alive from there. So we will not be going there to do that. Yeah, and he does. He goes, well, they might have made it back. They just didn't brag about it. She's looking at him like, are you stupid?
Straight up. So that we start getting to a little bit more personal talk. She's like, oh, she knows his shoulder's kind of acting up from an old injury, is what it looks like. And she's just like, oh, is your shoulder okay, you handsome
You
criminal?
handsome devil, you.
Handsome devil, you. Um, because then we start talking about, oh, your parents are dead. My parents are dead too. What a bonding
Trauma
conversation.
bonding.
Trauma bonding. Let's see. She talks a little bit about how she 'Cause she went to live with her Faye aunt and then ran off and tried to do her own thing, almost died. She didn't tell him that she almost died on her first contract, but she's thinking about it.
Yeah. There's a lot of internal monologue that goes on in these
A lot
chapters.
of internal monologue, which is fine because it
A
lets us
lot
know
of
them.
italicized or internal monologue, which makes I love when people use italics to emphasize words because you can read a sentence so many different ways, but when you use the italics, it's like this is how she's saying it, and you know which words she's like ugh about. It makes it better.
And she's, like, mad because even though he's been through all this, like, traveling, she's like, "He's still so handsome, and I look like a freaking armored pig."
Yeah. She's like, why did the criminal have to be cute? And why do I have to be stuck with him all alone? He's got she's like, he's got floppy great hair and the stubble makes him look even more handsome and the girl's
Everything
got
about
it
this man.
bad.
She's been watching his like, how his forearms move, building a fire, which can't blame her. Forearms can be nice, but
It's like the little devil and the little angel on your shoulders. But he's cute, but he's bad. But he's cute, but he's bad.
it's great, and she keeps seeing, like, these little shadow things where she kinda goes like, "Oh, I guess not, okay."
Yeah, so something's kind of stalking them through the forest.
And it's not the turkey they're about to shoot that's trying to be friends with her.
I know. Then they kill a turkey.
I can't say I blame them. I hate turkeys. Turkeys are mean. Turkeys are
Turkeys are kind of
mean.
mean. Not as mean as gooses, but
And she's still feeling horrible about the poor animals.
and the
Um,
squirrel's still following them, by the way.
yeah,
She's like, please don't shoot the squirrel.
thinking about him again. So we have her, we continue on our journey, and now she's like, not only have I started liking him, he's leading us today. When did I let that
Yeah,
happen?
he's kind of just taking charge and be like, okay, we're going in this direction because if you lead, we're never gonna make it. So she's following him now to get to they're trying to go to a different woods, which is the next kind of stop on their way to Feyland. Um, but yeah, he's in charge now,
Yeah,
kind of
so Ruby
provisionally.
Ruby comes back. We come back to the question that you brought up, like, do you have any animals?
Hmm.
But saying he hurts his little feelings because he's like, I have a hawk and a wolf beast dog mix. It's a really long title for an animal. Uh, and
Wolf
she's like,
beast dog
spitting,
mix
both
is aggressive.
powerful, violent, murderous types like their owner.
Yeah,
And he's sad
so
because he's
sad.
not a
So
criminal.
sad. Every time she like insults him, he goes, "I'm not a criminal."
This is hurting his ego so
It's like,
bad.
well, it's not even his ego necessarily, it's his character. He's like, "I'm
That
not
is
a
true.
bad guy."
I just want to know that you're doing up and now it's all over with and just marry you. That's it. He doesn't know that, but that's what he wants.
I just want everybody to be alive.
It's such a terrible thing.
I know. So sad.
Let's see. We pull out the map, talking about the thing following us again.
Yep, something's still following him. I think there's 2 things
Oh,
following them.
yeah. Well, now we have a loam creature, the bantha.
I
The
think
banthas.
it's technically a gloam creature.
They call it a gloam
Do
creature.
they? Okay. I like how she named it. She literally just put bat and panther together. It's a bantha.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's an actual.
It's what it is. It's a flying panther.
Well, no, I think it's a. I think it's a. If I'm not mistaken, there's something very similar in like D&D lore.
Oh. Oh.
Like it's an actual creature. Jared would know. I'm not going to research that right now. We're
I
already
like how
doing
she
bad enough.
quoted D&D and said it's an actual thing.
It's an actual lore. Creature's already been made up. It's as real as this book is.
That's true.
It's not a non-thought up concept already.
But it's a bat panther. It flies and is a kitty cat. So this thing's stalking them, and Icar's like, "Oh, joy. Don't let it bite you or scratch you because its claws and fangs will detach and stay in you and poison you, paralyze you, and then you die dead."
And
And
he's like,
she's
by the way,
like,
you want to give
"Oh,
me?
joy."
You ready to give me my powers back yet?
She's like, "Nope, we'll not be doing that."
Nope. I'd rather us die. Any- yeah. So we have that. We keep traveling for a bit. We talk about where his home is, the High Kingdom, which again, like, I'm not a criminal. I live at the High Kingdom. I don't need to hide my entire life.
Yeah.
I am the least criminal person probably in this whole kingdom.
Yeah, and the more I think, didn't the bounty say that he just stole from a noble?
Something like that.
I don't know if it went into
I don't
detail.
remember at this point. But we start trying to camp for the night, and let's see. She's like wanting to run away.
Yeah. He's like, well, hopefully it'll come out and attack us so I can kill it. And she's like, what? No! Run away!
So
Run
sh
away!
so she starting to settle, and oh goodness, this girl.
She goes straight up to sleep.
No, she does it in admiring first. I find this hilarious. And
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the lines in here is like, I realize now that I've never have I found fire building so enjoyable
So enjoyable.
to watch. He's just so attractive, just building a fire. Oh,
She loves
oh
it. No,
man.
my favorite part before that, when he talks about, so she's trying to like separate them because she doesn't want to walk next to him because she's like, "Ooh," whenever she walks next to him. So she's trying to separate herself. But when they figure out the cat's following them, she's like, oh, I found myself wanting to grab onto his bicep and not just for protection. And then she's like, no, that girl.
It's so great. Love it. Go say, let's see. Scared of the shadows, look
Yep.
back to him. Scared of the shadows, look back to him. Repeated that. Then he's like, you, by the way, especially since this is about to happen, you need weapon training.
Yeah.
We are implementing this immediately. And she's,
So apparently she got her sword back
yeah,
because
she
that's
did
what
get the
she's
sword back.
practicing with. She has her little short sword thing and a knife back. So he's like, we need to practice. If you're not going to give me back my magic, you need to be able to protect yourself because clearly you can't. So then they train, and then she gets real sleepy, and she goes to sleep. And then the kitty cat,
Which is great.
I'm a kitty cat.
Dance, right over your sleeping body to kill your man.
Yeah,
Uh,
so the cat like ignores her. The cat walks over the top of her.
I think it's probably doesn't, I think it's not like as gloomy as some of the other gloomy creatures that just kill
Yeah.
everybody. I
Okay.
think it's still, that's my theory, is that it's still somewhat, I think it's been stalking them for a while.
Yeah, it's been stalking. Yeah. Well, it's
Longer
been
than they
following him
know.
all day,
I
at
think longer than
least.
they know.
Yeah, at least all day.
But yeah, it goes after them. She wakes up and like,
It's like
oh,
over her,
over her. She can see its belly and she's
and
like
she
going to
starts
stab it.
to
And he's like, no, no,
pull her
no.
sword out and go. But it jumps on Icar. Icar starts fighting it, and then she's like, "Ooh, he's strong and fast and pretty."
And so
Icar
essentially,
kills the cat.
but not before getting injured. Because he gets injured and gets a swipe of his clothing. Luckily for him, because he does a dress not high enough to show his mark, which he obviously can see even past everything else. But he does get a venomous claw sunk into him,
Right in the hammy.
right in the
Right in the
hammy.
ham.
Very unfortunate spot.
Yeah. So,
And just almost like immediately passes out.
yeah, like she says she notices him stumble and he's like, "Oh, ew." And then so she pulls the claw out and he's like, "Oh no, I'm going to die."
Yeah, he's not wrong.
And
Any other circumstances, like
yeah, and then he passes out. And this part's, she's like, "Oh no."
my bounty, my boyfriend, my bounty. Oh wait, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I need to figure this out.
She completely freaks out.
It's great.
Well, I'm glad everybody stayed calm. Not stay calm at all. So she's debating with herself, I can't let him die, but I can't completely heal him because then he'll know no originators are also healers. And so she's like, well, I can't heal him because then he'll know that I'm not an originator, but he still thinks I'm an originator from when I was holding my little ball of magic when we were fighting the Merc. But again, she's like, ah, 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 ah. And then she has remembered the potion.
Like extremely expired potion that
Yeah.
we're gonna lie
The
about.
potion that doesn't work.
The potion that doesn't work. For as long as she knows, isn't actually a healing potion. Luckily for her, it was.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for her.
So she goes and gets the potion. She like dribbles it on his leg.
I feel
And
what's
it goes,
hilarious. What's worse than that? She doesn't know how to use this potion. She's like, I
Yeah.
don't know if he's supposed to drink it, if I'm supposed to pour it. I'm just gonna pour it. He won't be conscious enough to remember anyway, so
He
hopefully
won't
this is
remember.
right.
He'll be fine. So she's like, she dribbles it on his leg and it sparks and smokes. And she's like, ah! And she's like, well, I'm not going to let him die because I'm not a murderer. Whether Whether he knows or not, I just can't let him die.
Well, that and
Which
she needs a bounty too.
she needs the bounty. It's also partly the magic. The magic's like, oh, and the little bird is super concerned. The little bird hops on his face and is like pecking him, like, wake up! Are you okay?
Poor Rupee.
Poor Rupee. And then so she heals him
Partially.
partially.
Enough
She didn't
so
go
that
all the
he's
way.
not going to die,
Yeah.
and not enough that he like, how am I magically healed? What?
Yeah.
So we get there. It's Icar's chapter now.
Hmm.
She's nicely put him to sleep to recover. It sounds like we've been in bed for about a full day now.
Yeah, she moved him and put his cloak under his head. The Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty, indeed.
Sleeping
Um,
handsome.
but he wakes up and he's like, man, it's like, oh, my mark. And then realizes, oh, never mind. My mark's not actually uncovered from this.
Yep.
But she's like, yeah, I saved your life, by the way. He's like,
She's like, yeah, I saved you. Look at me go. Go, girl.
and then he's straight up like, now he
Who
uses
are you?
logic. What do you mean? I should be dead. There was even if that she's like, well, the healing potion.
The potion? Duh.
Well, even but
And
but
he's like,
but
no, it's not. She tries to put, well, maybe it's newer than you think it is. Or maybe it was just like really good potion. And he's like, okay.
he's like, yeah, I'm going to have to go talk to the Fae people after this because there's no way. No way.
No way.
Which is valid. There is no way. And I'm so mad he didn't figure it out here. Especially because, like, even if he thought that she could heal, we specifically talk about Jeff told us that this healing doesn't hurt.
Well, he's slowly building the different. So he's got healer, he's got hunter, he's got originator. All those magics are a thing. And eventually he's going to be like, oh, got it. Click.
I feel like she's going to have to almost die first, and then it's going to click, and then he has to, like, rescue her. But we'll see. But anyways, yeah, so he's like, I'm going to have to go talk to the Fae after this. We start traveling again. It's hot outside.
Yeah,
Heavy
they
winds.
start talking about the weather. So the gloam is not only affecting the creatures and the people and taking the magic away, it's also affecting the weather. So like they're talking about they're in the desert, it's hot, and then like one day it'll be hot, and the next day it snows.
Not even like within a day, like
Yeah, within a couple hours.
within the same day of them traveling, like
Yeah.
they get stuck in a very, very bad storm.
Does he talk about her bracelet before or after they get to the cave?
After.
Okay, they talk about it in the cave.
Yeah, we
Okay.
gotta wait.
Okay.
First, we gotta get to the cave.
Okay.
So we're taking breaks. We're traveling.
And another big tip off that this was not the potion is that he's well enough to walk. And keep in mind, Ross, whatever his name is a healer. And he's like, dude, I've worked with like the best of the best healers, and it does not feel like this the next day. He's like,
well, that and he's like, this. There wasn't enough potions to cure me of that too.
Yep.
So not only was this an extra potent potion that lasted way longer than it should, but she had to.
Yeah.
So she did have to. Yeah, so we're traveling along. They're trying really hard to get there as fast as possible. The storm starts coming in, putting them in danger because they don't have like a tent or nothing, so they have to find cover.
riders on the storm.
So essentially, we see there's a mountain or cliff off in the distance. They think they see a nice sized cave up there, and they're like, "Let's go up there and hide." Well, he's like, "We're going to go hide. You don't have an option in this." Like essentially, like, shoves her up the cliff
He's
and
like,
climbs
go,
up behind
woman.
her. And my favorite part. I'm so ready to talk about this chapter.
So yeah, they climb up the mountain, and then they kind of sit on the edge of the little cliff thing. And she looks down, and she's been seeing this off and on, like a shadow is following them. And she's like, well, it's my mind playing tricks on me. It's stormy down there. It's probably the breeze. I'm tired. I climbed up a cliff when it's freezing rain outside. But something else is following them other than the cat thing.
But I want to talk about the other part. The other part's so much more fun.
But this is going to be long-term fun. Mila, calm down. They get to the cave and they cuddle. But it was really cute cuddling.
The cave, it's essentially like a one bed left in the inn kind of scenario.
But it's so much better than that because they have to cuddle for warmth.
They have to
which
cuddle
is
for
way
warmth.
better than being horny.
Anyway, so we're like this whole time, like we're sitting like trying not to touch each other because we're both
Yeah,
attracted to each
they're
other.
both, like, curled up like this,
But,
like,
like
"Don't touch me!"
there's not even as much space as there in between me and Christina as there is between them. Like,
No,
they
they're
have to
literally shoulder
touch.
to shoulder, like, there's not enough room. Their bedrolls are overlapping in this
Mhm.
little it's like a little nugget out of the cave wall or the lift wall.
So, yeah, we start getting arranged for bed. Ruby joins.
Ruby comes in half frozen. Ruby flies in and flies to her shoulder, and then he goes and sits on his shoulder, and it makes her so mad.
And so we start talking about the injury. He's waving off like whatever. I've had worse. It's fine. We start eating. She hands him food, which I'm pretty sure is the first time she's handed him food instead of making him eat his own food. Um, then he makes her practice her sword grip for her training, and she's
Sure
like, "You're
does.
too close. You're
She's over there
too attractive, and I can't focus. And I can't tell you that I can't focus because you're too close, because then you'll know I'm attracted to you, and I don't want to be embarrassed to tell you that you have to teach me this tomorrow when we're not essentially cuddling." I love it. 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 I
and
love
he's
it.
like not only are they close, but they're too close for him to help, like, without touching as much, so he has to, like, reach over her and, like, place her fingers onto the sword grip, and she's like
If this girl could explode, she would.
her brain is not braining, her brain is short-circuited. He's like, "Oh my god, he's touching me!"
And this, after that, after they start putting away the sword, now we talk about our bracelet.
Yes. So she has old bracelet on, like a Apple Watch that you can't take off. And he looks at it and he says, no clasp. Are you shackled too?
Haha.
Ha ha ha, as like a joke. And she goes, I've never thought about it like that before.
Which is really interesting that we're just now thinking about this, which is valid. Light bulb. So we're talking about that. She's like, oh, it's a friendship bracelet.
And she can't take it off. I didn't know that.
Oh, no,
She
yeah, no.
cannot remove her own bracelet. So not only do they pay the dues, she can't take her bracelet off.
She's literally shackled. I'm very convinced that this is withholding a bunch of power.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Um, by evil Queen Tatiana lady.
Because technically, because Jeff talked about how they straight up recycle Gloam.
Mhm.
They're unlimited.
Oh, 100%.
In a world where Gloam is abundant, they're unlimited. They should technically be like the strongest they've ever been.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we talk about that, and so friendship bracelet, hee hee, ha ha.
Yeah, she tells everybody it's a friendship bracelet because she can't take it off and never takes it off. So
And then we talk about you don't really act like an originator, dude,
he's saying all the right things, but it's not clicking in his brain.
dude. And she says, I've just never been comfortable with showy stuff, and which I feel like he kind of took as a bonding moment, which I'm mad at him for that. No. Um, and so she's trying to be stubborn, and the conversation stops. She's sitting there like
She's over there.
freezing to death.
I'm cold.
Shivering, teeth chattering. He probably can't sleep because her teeth are tattering. Teeth are chattering so much.
He's like,
And
let's share blankets because you're freezing and you're annoying, and I would like to go to sleep.
yeah, because they are soaked to the bone too. Like while they were climbing up
It
the
was raining the
sheer
whole time.
rock face, it was raining the whole time.
Yep.
So we go into another panic attack. He's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, he's so close. I can't touch him. I can't touch him. No, 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 no.
But you can.
You can.
You totally can. And you do. So they go to sleep.
Oh, I don't think they go to sleep quite yet. There's a conversation. So she asks, so she's like working up the courage. She lights it up a little bit in there, enough that he can't tell what color her magic is. But she asks, like, what were you doing with the mercenaries if you aren't one?
Yeah.
And essentially from there, he doesn't really want to answer, but this is where he's like, I'm in search of something that will save a lot of people. Two things, actually. Tulip and Tulip.
And he tells her about the flower. I don't know if she knows about the
I
actual
don't think she
physical
does.
tulips.
I don't think they've given them that information so that
Yeah.
if they decide to betray them, quote unquote, they can't go and bond
Find the
because
tulip.
nobody knows how
Yeah.
to do it. And he's like, and so we get back to, I'm not really a criminal. And and she's like, well, if you're really not a criminal, why were you with mercenaries?
Yeah. She hasn't asked this question because she doesn't want to get to know him. She doesn't want to give him an opportunity to lie to her and her accept it and be like, "Oh, well, he's not that bad of a guy." So she finally asks it because they cuddle and she wants to cuddle.
Um, and she's like, well, no, hold on. He gives away that he's involved with the army
Yep.
because he starts talking about how he knows them because she thought they were mercenaries too. He's like, my close friends were on a mission for the kingdom, the people who you saw die with me, and essentially she just assumes that he's a soldier and they're his commanders, which is with his commanding presence doesn't make any sense.
And somewhere in the midst of that, he like asks her, "Why are you so against the kings? Like, what do you like?" She basically calls him pig-headed, arrogant, poo rod, poo rags. And he asks if she knows one. She goes, "Yeah, I know. I knew one." And she's talking about her ex, which is Mr. Low Fairy King.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, I think most of the kings probably try their best." She's like, "No, they don't." Which makes me interested to know why she actually broke up with him. Like, did she really think he was pig-headed and weird as a king, or was it specifically because he turned into a low king?
Because he turned into a low king, so she ran far, far
Right,
away.
so she liked him, but she had to run away.
I also don't think this girlie's had very good taste in men. I mean, look at the not mercenary, the bounty hunter she's
He's
into.
not a bad guy. He just didn't like her.
He just sleeps around at every inn.
He wasn't sleeping with the barmaid.
He's gone
He was
too.
flirting with the barmaid.
One thing leads to another. Anyways, so we finally go to sleep. I love how they describe this. I love this waking up scene. I think I'm just gonna read this chapter.
Listen, okay,
Well,
listen,
not the chapter, but the
listen.
paragraph.
It's cute in theory, but that is not a comfortable way to sleep, especially if your guy has a lot of muscles.
Christina, we've talked about this. Just because it's not realistic for you doesn't mean other people don't sleep like that.
It's not comfortable. It's not
There's
comfortable.
nothing that I can't convince you of this. I'm not gonna like fall asleep with Jared to prove it in front of you. Like,
Thank you. I don't have that much time.
it's possible.
I know
There you
people
go.
do it.
Y'all put a vote down there.
We got to show them what's happening. Here, give me your microphone. Just your one arm. Yeah. Okay, here's your microphone. Put it in your other hand. So they're sleeping like this.
Yeah.
This is not comfortable. Even sitting like this is not comfortable.
Well, I mean, they're flat down.
It's still not comfortable.
It can work, Christina.
Not no,
Just because it doesn't work for you,
no,
you don't even like touching skin while you sleep.
there's no neck support.
There is, especially if he has muscles. You just gotta put it in the right spot.
It's not comfortable.
It is.
Not.
She found it comfy.
I know she did. Fine. Some people find it comfortable. I don't find it comfortable
She
for
doesn't even like skin touching
for extended
while
amounts of
she's
time.
sleeping. Don't listen to her. Y'all vote. I want to hear y'all's opinions on this. I would love to see what the general populace has to say. You are not the general populace. I'm going to say most people don't really cuddle. I'm fully aware there's a lot of people who don't cuddle while they sleep, but there are people who cuddle out there. Please, someone prove me right.
There's cuddling, and then there's sleep. You separate to sleep.
I sometimes separate during my sleep if I get too hot.
Yeah, we preemptively separate.
No,
Go away.
we've absolutely slept in one position the whole night before like that, especially if it's. Anywho, we spent way too long on this, and you know too much about my personal life in my own bedroom.
Never once in my life have I ever, in the history of ever, set my thermostat to 98.6. I don't want to cuddle with a thermostat that's 98.6. Ugh.
You don't have your house cold enough.
We set our thermostat at 68.
God. What the heck? I don't know, man. I want to read this. I want it to be cute. I didn't want this to become a whole conversation about how our sleep patterns. This is really weird and
They're
uncomfortable.
cuddling, and it's adorable.
But I want to read this paragraph because I love this.
Okay, go for it.
Or at
It
least
was
some of
really
it.
cute. I mean, it's cute.
It's very well written.
I don't like it, but it's cute. It's adorable.
Okay. So
Go.
I'm in that fuzzy state between waking and dreaming, wrapped in warmth so deep I never want to move. I sigh in comfort. I'm content to stay where I am as I enjoy the slow process of coming fully awake. And then it skips to I blink twice.
Instant panic.
Instant panic. I am wrapped around my criminal. What is happening? Because they're like straight up, like legs are intertwined. He's holding her like she's spooned in,
He has his arm over her.
scooping.
The
Sorry,
arm
there's a
that she's laying on is over
sorry,
her shoulder.
scooping. He's scooping her in. How
Yep.
about that?
Yep.
But yeah, so she wakes up, and then her like panic is like slowly waking him up because he's saying like the storm's past.
Oh no 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 no! He was awake. He's enjoying this cuddle session.
Then why does he instantly jolt away from her the second that she also jolts away?
He was awake enough to talk and be like, the storm's passed. And then he comes in with, oh, we're cuddling. Ah! read what it says in italics on her part. It cracks me up. She says, we sleep as lovers, which we most definitely are not. Don't cuddle with dangerous criminals. It cracked me up when I read that. I was like, yes, note to self, don't cuddle with dangerous criminals.
Yeah, we split apart real quick. And we climb down. They talk about they should be there in like 3 days, and she's like, "Oh, great.
I have to resist this hunk of a man for another week."
And that's the end,
And that's
ladies and
scene.
gents.
Cuddles.
Cuddles.
Cuddles for
I was
everybody.
super excited about that because that's gonna turn. I feel like that's gonna turn into the. Well, it wasn't so bad the first time. We can cuddle and sleep together a second time.
Oh, another thing that happens when they're canoodling, cuddling. She looks over and Rupee's just kind of over there going like, "How was your night?" She's like, "You little traitor." Because Rupee's cuddled up on his shoulder too. Rupee's just like, "This is great. Let's all cuddle. Cuddle party."
Ruby's happy as can be.
Rupee's having a grand old time. That's where chapter 25 ends. We're cuddle bugging it up, slowly falling in love. Falling, not following in love. Falling in love. And we're slowly piecing together that this chick is not like the others. So we just have to put all the little pieces together. I That's it. I don't know if they're gonna make it all the way back to the kingdom, and then he's gonna go find her after they get back to the kingdom.
I think something's going to happen. So the reason she's trying to get, so she's doing a pit stop in the Fey area.
I wonder if they're
To
gonna meet up with the
she's
Fey King guy there.
I don't know about the Fey King guy, but they're going to run into the other tulips
Just
because
the one.
at least she's going to run into other tulips because she has to go in and pay her dues while all the other tulips are there. Remember their semi-annual meeting?
Is that in Feyland? Okay.
So they're about to go. She's like taking him to the mother lode of tulips so that she can pay off her dues so she gets to keep her secret identity while the man who's hunting her is with her. And it's going to go well, it's going to go well, but it's going to go badly for her. And I feel like something's going to happen with the evil Fey lady.
Yeah. She's probably gonna ask about that bracelet. And then bad things are gonna happen. I don't know, but I'm very excited to find out.
Very excited to
At
find
this
out.
point, like I'm kind of like I don't know where I don't know where the story's going, but not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way.
In an anticipatory way.
There's so many options you have created for us.
Nope.
So many
I'm
options.
excited to
We're
see.
excited.
Next week, chapters 26 through 30.
26
On
and
to
30.
read or not to read. The bounty hunt off.
We'll keep you posted. Y'all have fun.
The
We will.
The bounty has been hunted and cuddled thoroughly.
I mean, I guess that's one way to get your bounty to cooperate, but okay.
Next week. To Dalu.